I'm going to present on the topic cruelty as a ground of divorce. There are many grounds for divorce given under the Hindu Marriage Act, as you can see on the screen. So, one of them is cruelty, and I'm going to speak more on the same. So, cruelty it is a ground for divorce. So, cruelty as a ground for divorce, it is discussed under section 13, that is under 1A of section 13. So, we need to understand the meaning of cruelty. So, cruelty is such conduct which is being shown by one party on the other party, like they're behaving in such a way that the other party cannot live with them, that if they live with them then it is dangerous to their life, and the cohabitation has become so harmful, so injurious that we cannot expect the other party to live with them. That is the meaning of cruelty in simple language. For example, a husband he hits his wife every day, that is cruelty. So now I'm going to discuss about the types of cruelty. First one is physical cruelty. So physical cruelty, so what do we call as physical cruelty? Suppose a spouse is torturing another spouse, they are causing some kind of injuries on the body, and they are behaving in a very violent way, they are causing them hurt, grievous hurt, injuries. All of this will be considered as physical cruelty, and even a single act will be considered as physical cruelty, and we will be proving the same using medical evidence. So, whenever a spouse is behaving in a cruel manner, we will first look at the nature of that act and then effects of these acts on the petitioner. A subjective test will be applied for the same. So, the second kind is mental cruelty. Mental cruelty is basically cruelty. It happens on a mental level, not on a physical level. So, this is considered as more grave than physical cruelty. So, in mental cruelty, there are many instances, there are many situations where we can say, okay, this is a type of mental cruelty. So, continuous use of filthy or abusive language, it is a type of mental cruelty. So, the second type of mental cruelty is making false accusations of adultery on the wife. The third type of mental cruelty is demanding dowry. The impotency of husband or wife, or disgust to have sex, and refusal to have children, and forcing the wife to live an immoral life. All of this would also be coming under mental cruelty. Wife's termination of pregnancy or giving birth to a child soon after marriage, or she got pregnant before the marriage. This would be mental cruelty. If your spouse is threatening to commit suicide, then that will also be mental cruelty. Now I'll be discussing some case laws. First one is Aparna Day versus Alok Day. This is a judgment given by Tripura High Court. In this case law, there is a wife who has abandoned her husband along with their daughter when the husband has lost his vision. So the court held that this is humiliation, and not only she has humiliated her husband, but she has also made false claims of harassment for dowry. The court has eventually ruled in favor of the husband because he was humiliated by the wife, which was unprovocated, and court has said that this is mental cruelty, and the divorce has been granted for the same. Next case law is Sabita Onikrishnan versus Vineet Das. This is a judgment given by Kerala High Court. In this, court has said that whenever allegations are made about unchastity of a woman, those would amount to cruelty. A fun fact to know is that before 1976, cruelty it was only a ground for judicial suppression. After the year 1976, when there were changes made, then cruelty became a ground for divorce. Now we will discuss cruelty as per the perspective of Muslim marriages. So, under the Dissolution of Muslim Marriage Act 1939, there are some grounds which are given for dissolving a Muslim marriage. So, cruelty is one of them. This ground is available to the wife under section 2 of the same act. So here the section clearly talks that cruelty, when husband is treating a wife, a Muslim wife, with cruelty, then she can divorce him. What is cruelty under this section? So for example, a husband is habitually assaulting a wife, be it physical or mental cruelty, or he is making allegations that she is committing adultery. Or the third one could be husband is forcing a Muslim wife to lead an immoral life. Fourth is he is disposing the wife's property, or he is preventing her from exercising her legal rights. If a Muslim husband is obstructing his wife from following her religious differences, then that would be cruelty. Or if a Muslim husband is having more than one wife and he is not treating everyone, all the wives equally in accordance with the Quran, then that will also amount to cruelty. If there are any other grounds which are recognized under Muslim law, those will also be applicable here. So, this brings me to the end of this topic. Thank you so much for listening.